Hello and welcome to today's twin flame reading for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine and the current union energies going on in the middle cards. So yeah, today I pulled 3 cards from Nature's Whispers Oracle deck. That is by Angela Hartfield. And then also have one Moonology card on top for the union energy, and that is from Yasmin Boland's deck, the Moonology Oracle. Highly recommend these decks. They are very good, and we're gonna see some cards. So yeah, I think the astrology is worth talking about briefly today. We have a square between the sun and the moon being in Scorpio and the sun being in Leo. And so squares are usually more inner, whereas oppositions in astrology usually are more like how you're relating to your what you would call like your outer reality. But the thing about your most inner reality and yourself is that that's like the one place where your twin flame also is. Well, what I actually meant was like the other person who is there with you in your inner world, like at your core, and shares a consciousness with you is your twin flame. I mean, you have your own inner world and they have their own inner world, but it's a part of one consciousness. And so when there's a square, you're still sometimes especially even dealing with challenges in harmonizing your twin flame union, but the way to get to the root of them is to go, of course, through your own feelings. And Scorpio kind of represents, in this instance, more like more hellishness, I guess, like stuff that you really don't want in your consciousness, like ego, the underbelly, like the underworld kind of stuff. But of course Scorpio is a lovely sign and all of that. But like if you're just kind of comparing it to Leo, which is like the sun and everything, it's really like it's about going to those places within you that feel like rubble kind of, and realizing that that's actually where you are meant to build your castle. You just need to clear the rubble, and where you've actually kind of been hanging out, you're invited into more the center of your being, and at your center, your love. You're not nothing bad. So you're just actually being asked to look at whatever is there that's out of alignment and clear it using the mirror exercise, self-love. And I guess like I want to say a little more about Scorpio, because now I feel kind of like Scorpio is not just about like those things that I mentioned, right? Like Scorpio is about like going deep, going into topics that sometimes we don't want to talk about, and like kind of a piercingness into those really deep places within, but in a way that can actually be very casual and very easy. So like if you have Scorpio rising or your ascendant, for instance, you might find yourself like really or you might find other people to like being just kind of very open with you about really personal things, and that you kind of have a natural gift to make space for people to do that, for instance. There's a lot you could say about each sign, but each sign really has its gifts, and then of course also like how they specifically apply to you is going to be it's going to be unique, given your chart, given the fact that you're a unique being, and everything else. So yeah, The other thing I wanted to mention was, let's see. Oh, yeah. So there's Jupiter in Capricorn and Neptune in Pisces, and there's a sextile there. And so yeah, there is kind of like this expansiveness into some dreamy energy, but also it is helping you manifest something. And then along with the square, and there, what else is going on here? There's like so much. I mean, yeah, okay, there's a lot every day. You could argue that. I've definitely encountered that before when I've gotten a little bit too caught up in astrology. Like, I had a coworker once like be like, okay, well, what's the reason stuff's going on today? So since then I've kind of healed through that, but I still do find it very helpful. And so it's just about grounding the information and about like putting God, the divine, first, before information, and before trying to like put it all together. Just choose clarity. So that being said, let's see, what is this going on? I'm like reading it. Oh, right, there's a conjunction between Jupiter and Pluto. Yeah, so again, having to do with that deep sense of change. So I think, like, if I could sum it up in all one word, it would be change. And change is always a positive thing. And yeah, so, and what I said before too about like Neptune has a lot to do with like a very dreamy quality oftentimes, and just that expansiveness into those places, while also simultaneously going into kind of the places that need to be cleared, that feel like the underworld, and grounding, like manifesting, with Jupiter in Capricorn. It's a time for manifesting change, right? Like for really like seeing some changes coming about. Perhaps not yet, perhaps so, but they're like, it's happening. So it's just safe to like release resistance to that, and also remember that your twin flame in you, it's like you need to learn gentleness. You need to learn to be a divine being as you harmonize with your twin flame. And so you're going to be shown things that are very uncomfortable and out of alignment so that you can release them. But it is your job to choose to release them and to not hold on to guilt or shame or blame about any patterns that you encounter within yourself. You might not even be aware of them until you encounter them, and it's okay. It's safe to do that and just to have compassion for yourself. And that's what's gonna like help you move through things quickly, because obviously like holding on to something's not gonna help you release it and change. So okay, let's move on to the cards now that we're 8 minutes into the reading. Hopefully you stuck around. So for the Divine Masculine, we have here gratitude and appreciation, number 46. Wow. So the Divine Masculine is just invited to, and perhaps already feeling like just, a sense of gratitude and appreciation for those places within that feel peaceful, and really attuning to that. And this is kind of like also giving you permission as the Divine Masculine or as the Divine Feminine to, hold space for this, for like this deeper gratitude for life and for, just for your own divinity, and for everything that you truly hold dear too, in truth, like your core values, just being grateful for your experiences and for like the fun and beautiful things in life, like unicorns or, that kind of energy, like that that magic that just, it can just even be in, seeing a flower kind of bud up that you've been watering the plant for a long time. It's that same feeling, of just something fresh, something alive, and something that's like really giving back to you in the world. It's a very like, beautiful process, and it's appropriate to appreciate that. So let's move on to the Divine Feminine's card. And her card is Seek Beauty. So we have gratitude and appreciation. So the Divine Masculine's more kind of grounding, this gratitude and appreciation, where the Divine Feminine is kind of going deeper within and rooting out what's not beautiful, I would say, and kind of really shining light then on the truth, and not afraid to go there, not afraid to feel her feelings, and if you are having any blocks to that, then this is your message to release that so that you do feel comfortable, because as you go deeper, you truly are only going to find beauty, even if you go through a dark night of the soul, or whatever it is. You don't feel like you feel like you get to a place and you feel like there's nothing for you within there. That actually, it's oftentimes you're just about to like have some kind of a breakthrough, and that's when you really don't want to give up. So just keep that in mind, wherever you're at right now is perfect for you, and that's why there's tools and resources and coaching to help you. So that's also why I recommend checking out the links below, and you can work with me if you would like to go deeper with the mirror exercise and learning the work that I do. And it really helps you for one thing to harmonize with your twin flame, and in order to do that, you also need a strong enough foundation within to be able to go through like these challenges, but the challenges within are just gonna kind of like stay there and I just want to say fester, even though I don't like that word, but it's true. They're just gonna hang out in your consciousness until you do have the foundation to be able to address and release whatever doesn't serve you, dissolve the illusion, however you want to put it, whatever applies most to each upset you have to move through. But so it is really valuable to just develop that ability to do inner work, and it is all you're not like dependent on someone else to do it, and yet we don't do it alone. Like no one does it alone, and so you never need to think that you need to do it all alone. Of course, sometimes you're gonna go through your own lessons and all that, but you never need to like go into a corner and hide, right? So just feel into that, like if you're doing that, or if you're just choosing, to take every opportunity and claim it and to commit to yourself, and that's what you want to do. That is the most appropriate posture to take for success. And the middle cards. So we have a Moonology card, and it says communication is key. That to me is kind of confirming what I just said about like just choosing connection in your life and choosing to allow people to serve you and help you, and to choose friendliness too, in your reality, so that you can attract more of that. And choosing to communicate is your key to that, and that all starts within. So this, and especially with the new moon in Gemini card, it really to me speaks with starting with your inner communication and healing around where you're feeling disconnected from parts of yourself still, and just not being afraid to go there and see what's there and love yourself there. And this simple process, it sounds so easy, but sometimes we have so much resistance to just loving ourselves. And that's why, building your, you could say like your spiritual muscle, like that is really, it's valuable beyond words, really. But yeah, like this kind of simple process really is your key to success in your union and to going deeper with whoever you're at and all that good stuff with your twin flame. So the last card we have is vulnerability. And this is a really sweet card to end on. I was definitely thinking about vulnerability and what it means earlier, and kind of having this image. And I think you have to be careful, because if you think that you can be attacked, you might find yourself like holding on to that attacking energy, and you won't know until you get there in your consciousness necessarily, right? Either it's pointed out to you or you find it within. And it could be, oh, I thought I've healed that. I don't believe attack is real. Like, I've read A Course in Miracles. I know what I'm talking about. But, you can always humble yourself. And if you do find something that is icky, within you, it's not you. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just time to heal in that place and release that. And this is going to allow you again to harmonize with your twin flame in that place, because you can't harmonize in a place where you're in you're running a pattern of attack. And whether that means that you're feeling attacked, or that you're harboring anger, or you feel like you can't make space for vulnerability in that place in your consciousness. Like, imagine, a very sweet soul. It could just be yourself. It could be someone that you love, sleeping on the grass, or maybe sleeping in a leaf, in your consciousness. And is that safe for them to do there? And if it's not, it's okay, but it's not okay. At the same time, you need to look at what it is that is keeping them from being safe, and go there and love yourself there and release that that block, that ego that's kind of trying to mess stuff up. And it's easy to release because it's not real, right? Like, vulnerability is safe, and so you're supported in being yourself, which is vulnerable, and you are a gentle yet powerful, and you are a peaceful being. And so, you might have thought at some point you needed to hold on to something that's outside of that truth to protect yourself, but that's not protection, right? So yeah, it's safe to drop all the crap and let it just leave your consciousness, out your crown chakra or whatever, and it will. You just choose it. And if there's a place you need to again do the mirror exercise and really love yourself and bring a part of you back in and integrate it, then don't save it for later, or okay, I'll bookmark this. I mean, it's just, if something's there to resolve, just do it now. You can love yourself in any situation. So it's just something that you want to keep on, again, mastering on deeper levels all the time, so that you can love yourself in even more amazing places within yourself and kind of restore the whole, your whole kingdom within. I mean, that's what your twin flame journey is about. It's bringing heaven to earth, and it's your own kingdom that wants to be manifested. God desires this for you. That's why you have the desire, and everyone's is gonna look different, but you can do it, and you just, in choosing to do it, you are. So just keep going, and keep believing in the truth of your dreams and desires, and And also, again, going back to the Divine Masculines card, have that gratitude and appreciation when stuff does show up in your reality, right? Like, it's safe to appreciate it and enjoy it. And then to, when you need to go deeper or say, hey, I actually really don't appreciate this. I appreciate this very much, and I don't appreciate this other thing. This other thing needs to go. Even if it can't go right now, I can heal it within. And when you heal it within truly, then it will change your whole reality. That's the law of attraction, and the law of attraction, it's a real thing, but you got to go deeper with it sometimes. So yeah, that will conclude today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel refreshed after doing that. I was kind of like, okay, here we go. I mean, I'm happy to do the reading, right? But yeah, I just feel a lot of energy. I feel pumped. So yeah, fun times. Yeah, I told you about the links below, so I'll remind you again, if you want to check it out, please do. And you're welcome to sign up for intro session if you're interested in working with me, or check out the other services. And subscribe to my channel for other great videos that will come out and keep coming out, or just then you have the reference point. And yeah, just be well, have a wonderful week ahead, and I will see you again soon. Love you. Bye.